to become the Silver Flame to keep the demons and devil.
Alright, y'all, we're back up and running. My cat stepped on a button and then my computer decided to update, so I'm really mad. Harley's giving a quick history about Kyber, I believe, kind of like, it's a. I don't know how to explain it, but back to it. I'm so sorry.
Sometimes our Rakshasas and other fiend minions tend to return to the heart
It's a
when they
fiendish
reform,
plane, I guess.
and should an overlord bonds be broken, it will recover its full strength in its heart realm. So that's just the heart. So all these overlords that exist there, and their names are either stamped out in time or names they have been changed over centuries. But one kind of sticks out to you, which was Tulkesh. This one is the demon slash devil lord, an overlord of rage. That one's the most dangerous of them all. You know that there is another plane, a demi-plane within this place called the Bitter Shield, which holds Rak Tulkesh. This is a place known as the Crimson Fortress. Stones soaked in blood and walls studded with rusted iron spikes around the tower's base. You hear from this dwarven story that these Rakshasas and other fiends endlessly fight in battles and war in a pointless struggle just to reflect on their master's bloodlust. And then you notice that there are other demi-planes. And as you read through, and one is most in particular important one of all. Two of them, in fact. The prison demi-planes. This demi-plane holds the Delkir, the aberrations. And you know, the say again? Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, Darren and your brother walked in.
Oh, okay. So you hear that the prison demi-planes hold in within it a couple of names that are quite important. You notice that there is Drin, the Corruptor, dwells in the Palace of Sinew. Belashara is in the Citadel of the Lidless Eyes. And you notice one other name there, Valara. She is also imprisoned here. And as you kind of look at that information there, take it as you will. The last plane where you find the information about the Kythons is a place called the Abyssal Force of Kar. Here's where all the demons and devils that are formulated under one thing and one thing only is carnivorous cruelty. So, for the Kythons, you know this bit of information about them. Let me give you Kython information. So you know that Kythons are able to adapt to battle, such as they can develop weapons in the middle of combat. You notice that some of these weapons are ranged based or weapon based, or they can give them extra armor. But the most troubling one is that the weaker ones are like Kython broodlings, juvenile Kythons. These are the weaker ones. You learn that it's the adult Kython that makes the horde of the entire Kython race. As you read information about them, they have resistances to fire and lightning. They are immune to acid, cold, and poison. They are immune to being frightened and poisoned. And they have a blind sight of 60 feet. They are blind beyond 60 feet. And those that are of the higher nature and higher order, impalers are essentially the same thing as an adult Kython, but these guys are hunters and they will find leaders to go and kill. And since their name is a Kython Impaler, these guys go up and impale creatures and make them suffer a horrible, horrible death by impaling them. You know that there is one that sort of leads the hordes, which is a slay master, which it sort of de-evolutionizes to what is a that doesn't have uh arms or legs, but turns into like this giant looks like to be an like a ant queen of some sorts. And then the last one of all, which is the most terrifying of all of them, are Kythons known as Kython Slaughter Kings, which these guys are in complete control over the entire horde. And you know that with these guys, they don't bicker and fight against each other. They are a single cohesive unit. And as you go and learn of things about the Braxit, as these guys love to hunt intelligent creatures, such as hunting Kythons themselves, though never trying to mess with the horde, they just fight them individually. Braxits, they are cruel and cunning, and they'll use every form and every measure to manipulate the feelings of mortals to make them suffer. So that's what you learn.
Can't wait to fight those one day if we survive.
You will be soon.
It sounds good. I'll be mostly on mute. Uh, Unless we get into combat, I'll go into another room, but I'll chill
All
with
right,
you guys. It's my last day in Toronto, so
Roger that.
uh, just one quick question.
Hmm.
I'll begin. Um, if I careful spell a concentration spell, does it make the people save it continuously, or the first instance that they would have to do a check?
The thing is, the careful for concentration of well, it depends on what the spell is.
Like, well, I'll just say this, like if I use sickening radiance, and I careful spell everyone that would be entering that. It says careful spells worded that it says. I'll just read it to be transparent possible. It says uh, follow up to four creatures automatically succeed on saving throws of a spell you cast.
Yeah, they would automatically save. Though
That's
the thing is,
cheeky.
the thing is, they will still take half damage though.
The spell says if they succeed, I don't think they take that. I'd have to double check.
Yep, you have to double check that part.
Okay, that's good to know.
Cool.
Fun little combo.
Wombo combos.
All
Next
right.
is Marta. What do you do during this 4 hour downtime? Marta. Natalie?
Hello.
I don't think she can hear us. I'll message her real quick.
I think your internet might have died.
No, because her stream's still going.
Her stream's still going. Anyways, I'll keep moving on. Shed, what do you do during this 4-hour recuperation?
I'm going on patrol.
You going on patrol?
Going on patrol.
Anybody patrolling you would like to go and buddy up with? Anyone in particular, or just doing it by yourself?
Unless somebody wants to go, just doing it by myself.
Okay. As you go on your patrol, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Sure thing. There,
Nope.
chieftain.
No problem.
Perception check.
I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Ooh,
continue with shed things. I'm gonna come back to you.
Yep, that's fine.
that's a 9. Is a passive of 13 work?
With a passive of 13, still won't work.
Oh, okay.
As you're walking and patrolling, making sure there ain't no trouble around these parts, you feel a little poke behind your back. It startles you. And as you turn around to get yourself in a fighting position, you see Bowman there.
It startled like surprised, right?
Yeah.
I can't be surprised. I'm awake.
And you're startled. And you're like, "Ha! I knew you were there."
I knew you were there. What's up, buddy?
Totally. Shit.
There was most of my thoughts are
He looks at you and puts away his scimitar, and he looks at you and he says, "It's kind of dangerous to go patrolling out by yourself there, friend."
I mean, you're right, but everybody else was doing stuff, and didn't want to bother them.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Everybody's sort of in their headspace right now.
Yeah. What
So,
about you? You're out here all by yourself.
I usually am.
Yeah.
Stay in the dark, watch over people's backs, make sure people are okay.
Yeah.
I usually
know
don't
that.
need to eat or I don't need to really eat or sleep, so I just take up a roosting nest and watch over the position there.
I feel ya. I'm the same way usually.
Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Um, what do you think about everything that's been going on down here? It's what are your thoughts?
I think it's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
This it seems like it was a really nice city before all this happened. And I'm real sorry these people lost their land, but the more we look into it, the more it kind of feels like maybe they should have I don't know, looked into this more instead of just being like, "Oh, hey, look, a thing that makes us stronger. Let's use that."
Are you talking about the Clan Narathun or something?
Yeah, it's just we have found so much shit down here that's like, oh, they were, examining the symbiotes and the patients and things,
Right.
and it is very clearly did not do them any good. Empty city. So, I don't know, man. If they had just stopped or not, or, even realized that, oh, hey, maybe we should just stop. Just because we can doesn't mean we should.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah, we could have. With that type of logic, we could have said the same thing about the whole war that happened.
yeah, that's true. I mean, you know what they say, hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah. Mind walking with me?
No, yeah, sure.
Cool. You guys take a walk throughout the streets of the city of Brazen Throne, with more or less staying within the Great Hall, just to take a relaxing patrol, making sure everything's good and okay. You notice the bowman is constantly looking, eyes everywhere, like making sure nothing passes by him. And he looks. Go ahead and give me a insight check.
Insight, where are you at? Come on. God damn it, it's a 14. You know what? You know what? I want to know what's going on. I'm using my natural 20. Using that. So
All right, as you use your natural 20, you look at Bowman, and a Warforged is very hard to read, especially since they don't make facial expressions. But you notice the routine as he's constantly doing this. He has his hand on his weapon, double checks that it's there, checks his bow, checks his quiver, looks around, keeps on walking, and he's doing this as he's walking and talking with you in a way. And as you look deeper into him, you notice that at certain points, like he clenches his fist really tightly to stop something. And you notice that as his hand is on the side, and just by having that nat 20, just the slightest noticing of this, you've seen some students at the Wreck and Mark Academy when they went through their training, and it wasn't easy. It's fucking hard. And you notice that some of the people that did fail within Wreck and Mark Academy, the things that they had to been pushed through and done and go and do, essentially gave them PTSD.
what
Bowman
about
has PTSD, and you feel like if he was like a regular person, he would be a broken wreck right now. But something is keeping him on the straight and narrow to focus on the mission right now. And you notice that he keeps touching this necklace around his neck and keeps on walking forward. And that's what you see from him.
what I see from him? I am going to inquire politely about his necklace.
Um, he turns and looks at you. Oh, you noticed me doing that. Sorry. It's nothing to worry about. But this pendant actually. I owe Sir Reuben Gray a great amount of respect and allegiance to. Though his wife was who I respected even more. She was she was the first siren person that didn't consider me as a tool. She saw me as a person. And over time, Sir Reuven grew up and grew to the fact that I'm more of a person than just a thing. And it's sad to. I could have done something. I could have to possibly save her, but when we were in our homelands, now Dargoon, uh, I knew a lot of kobolds that lived there. And they were small, happy folk that helped and lived together with the sirens there. And now that all I heard is just they're slaves now. And what's keeping me true to what my task is right now is once we get the money for doing this job
Mm-hmm.
and get enough men, some other mercenary companies, maybe some help from House Denise, because they love looking for war criminals. We're gonna go there, Shed, and
Mm-hmm.
turn that place upside fucking down.
Respect.
And give them the mercy that they did not give us.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bowman. I know that feeling of being treated as a thing and not a person. You need my assistance, you'll have it.
You notice that from that you doing that natural 20 insight with this with Bowman. You notice that his eyes are constantly green, sort of like constantly in a vigilant mood. You
Mm-hmm.
notice it turns into a blue turquoise of how you read it is of empathy and thanks. He goes out and reaches a hand to give you a handshake.
I'm grab his hand and bring him in for a bro hug.
Yes, you pull him in. He's kind of surprised by this, and he's just like, taps you on the back. He doesn't know how to feel about this. Um, he moves back and uh, thanks.
No
Uh,
problem.
though that whole like fighting and shit that we have to deal in Dargoon, it's gonna take a quite a probably years to get a whole sort of unit and army figured out. And once that's done, I'm gonna shoot the fucker in the eye that decided to quarter Sir Reuben's wife.
Excellent.
At first, I didn't really want it to work. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to work at all with your companions. I mean, you have with you a couple of goblinoids, but they've shown that they are different, and they have my respect.
I'm glad to hear that. Because I was a little unsure of it myself. I'm not gonna lie. You know, being the only human
Right? Yeah.
person in the party, it's weird. It's weird. Believe you me. Especially since they all speak Goblin, and I don't.
Oh,
But
that messes up things in communications. That's weird. That's weird, man. So many grr and blah.
yeah, it's ridiculous. But
And
you know, we work together fine. It's fine.
it's good. I'm glad you're working together well with them. And you guys continue on with this conversation and just relax and chill. Now we get to back to Marta. Marta, what do you do for your 4 hours?
Um, two things. One, I want to, when they go to do the Greater Restoration, on the two dwarves. I'd like to be there when they do it to kind of like help ease them back into the material plane. It
Oh
doesn't have
yeah.
to be super involved, but try to offer aid where I can, comfort where I can, that kind of stuff. Kind of go into that medic mode that I've known for so long.
hmm as you were there, you noticed that is Azamar, uh, druidess, a druid, cast a spell upon both of them of greater restoration, and as soon as they break out of it, they go panting, terrified look, and as they're speaking in Dwarvish, they're saying, "Where's our daughter?" And it takes a while for the other dwarves around there to explain to them that whoever their daughter was, they couldn't find them.
Um, as they wake, I would use Balm of Peace to kind of help level them out. It does healing as well, so
Oh yeah, they heal their their peasant hit point maximum, which is 5.
yeah. But try to bring them down. It's not as good as Calm Emotions, but
Though the Balm of Peace does reassure them that they are in a safe place. And as they are conflicted with all these emotions and information that's been passed on to them, they can't help but weep. And when they look at you, they're like speaking in Dwarvish. What? They have their head cocked to the side of, what are you? They've never seen a Luxodon before.
Martha will kind of chuckle. Um, I'm called a Loxodon. It. I shouldn't be surprised you haven't seen someone quite like me. Outside of the city, there are more of us, but still not many.
They 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 both kind of like get out of that weeping state and it's just more of a questionable one.
I'll kind of like
And
sit and try to make myself a little bit smaller.
yeah, that helps. It helps a lot because they've never seen something so big and large. And the last time
Yeah,
they did, it was something really fucking scary.
yeah. Um, and I'll kind of have like a little bit of my incense burning, just kind of like keep it kind of even keel, quiet, calm, zen.
Zen, inner peace. This place would have Zen. But no,
If you
they
have
don't
more
have.
questions, feel free to ask. I'm a relatively open book, both about myself and what you've woken up to.
They have their questions sort of answered just by stating the you being a Luxodon. Though the more pressing matter for them is, are there any other survivors? Were they the only ones? Uh, they explain that they're uh, one, which is a huge revelation to the dwarves working here. One is from Clan Daldarun, and the other one is from Clan Nerathun, and
Of
they
the
are married.
interesting.
The dwarves are sort of taken aback by this, like, yo, they can actually get you married and get along.
They can coexist together? What?
What? We don't have to hate each other?
And look at
And
Juniper.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck? And there's not too much information out of that, other than the
Yeah.
fact that the dwarves are sure shocked. Hearing what was in the past gave them a sort of a greater revelation than most that these two clans used to work really well side by side. One understanding aberrations and the other one slaying it.
Okay. Listen, sit, listen quietly. Um, and kind of keep an eye on their own energy levels, and just kind of, I don't want to trouble you too much and overwhelm you. You have a long road ahead, so maybe I can ask my questions later, if that would be more comfortable.
They agree to that. They just need time to process at this point.
They'll take good
And
care of you. I'm sure they'll be quite interested in you.
yeah, very much so.
And I'll leave. Before I would have gone to do for the Greater Restoration, I would have found Muds and asked Muds to meet me at the temple in the Undercroft. So where the tombs are and stuff.
Oh, and the Temple of Anatar?
Yeah.
The Temple of Anata, baby.
Yeah, and go
All
down into
roads
the
lead
tomb
here.
where the three warriors
The
sarcophagi are.
Paragons.
Yeah, the Paragons.
Um,
You took Muds, but
Griffin,
you
do
wouldn't
you
get Tamarack?
go with her?
So I guess I still get some time to myself.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah. Do I still have my personal alone time before I have to
Yeah.
I would
Do
not.
I
I would
have my
not.
time before we all die?
I would not dare hijack your time. This is a hey,
Uh-huh.
here's an instance.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, no problems. So you two walk into the Temple of Anatar, going to the back and using the key to unlock the door in the back, and you enter into the essentially the where dwarven paragons are laid to rest.
On our way.
Highest,
Sorry, go ahead.
the highest members of not essentially the highest members of society, but those that exemplify dwarven qualities.
On our way in or down, I would have grabbed like a box or a crate and brought that with me.
Swear to God, if that's for me.
Put it in front at the foot end of the sarcophagus for Muds.
Oh my God.
And kind of explain, because he wasn't here, explain who the priestess is. So she was a follower of Boltry. Do you remember when we were at the temple in Clifftop?
I don't remember a temple in Clifftop.
We ended up sitting in pews.
It wasn't in Clifftop. It was
That was in the Moorholds.
in the Moorholds.
Oh, was it?
It was
Okay.
it was at Krona. It was at
That's
Krona Peak,
right. That's right. Okay. Yeah.
the above city.
Yeah, my B-dog.
We good.
You gave me a lot to think about, and I'll pull out. This is gonna sound ridiculous. The general shape. Have you ever seen like people who have like the Virgin Mary on their front lawn, and it's
Yes.
enclosed in that little like thing?
Yeah.
That backdrop,
Well,
it's kind of like that, but smaller and deeper, and the bottom is flat with the exception of a divot. So there's a small like bowl like in the center of it, and it's made of all of these rocks that you've been watching Marta collect like as they travel. And there's this weird like sheen in the back of it. So I made this for you. And I only thought it'd be appropriate that you do its first lighting here. Whether
I don't know what this is.
it's essentially, it's like a small like hearth. It's a little like portable hearth, so you could make a small fire in it. And so the divot is where you can put some of your kindling and have it inset so it stays in place and you can spark properly for your tinder, and it'll stay relatively sheltered from like wind. Um, so yeah, it's kind of like it's a portable hearth essentially. It's not big. It's just enough that you could light a fire and kind of be present with it and just kind of like meditate.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it would be fitting if you would light it here and in front of this priestess. There's a lot of power here, and I know it's not necessarily your bag, but you didn't go untouched in the Moorholds.
I guess I'll try. And yeah.
And so when you light it on the back, like if you look in through the flames, the back of the hearth kind of glitters and it lights up and you can finally see it. And she's taken colored stone and multiple different colored stones and different gems and ground them into powder and mixed them together and set them on the back. And so when the fire is lit, it looks like an aurora borealis kind of shimmering on the back of the hearth.
Cool. Thank you.
Of course, I don't know much about your own ways, but I know the sky is important to you, and I figured this would be my way of giving back to that. So
Let's just kind of just going to stare at it for a while and just give you a hug.
give him like the one arm hug that is essentially like around his entire body.
Just get all squished up in there.
Oh, she is for as big as she is surprisingly bony. But I'm going to spend some time here. You're welcome to stay for a while, but I know you'll be leaving before I do, so don't worry.
I have some things I need to take care of.
I'll be here. And I'm gonna, meditate, pray, kind of have a conversation with this priestess, even though I don't get an answer.
Yep.
Because
she's dead.
Yeah, she's very dead, and I am not touching it. I am just at the foot of the sarcophagus.
Oh, you don't want to poke the beehive? Okay.
Wait, did you guys go to where the
We've been there. We've done that.
where all the like corpses are? And it's got like the three.
Yeah, that's exactly where we are. And Harley, I would love to touch the statue and talk to her, but it's not pertinent. And
Yeah.
Marta has no real need to. So,
Yeah.
But me as a player, I would love to.
You as the player is like, I want to poke the beehive. Let's go.
Love to.
Be more like Shed. Poke the beehive.
Yeah. See what happens.
Nope. Harley, I did have 2 questions for you.
Somebody have answers.
I put about 25 or 30 gold pieces worth of that gem assortment into that. Would that be able to make it, with the time worked, would I be able to either make it blessed or have it be able to be used as a spellcasting focus?
The hearth or the stones?
The hearth itself.
The hearth itself?
Because I implemented the gem dust within it. And then would have been working on it over the last month.
Okay.
If not, that's fine.
In the crisis situation that you guys are in now, a lot of the times is like you guys were constantly moving, constantly doing things, all of these mission focused objectives. I would say that within a proper temple of Dry, you can sanctify your little thing. Once you get to a full temple of Dry.
Word, sounds good.
Got you, fam. Second question.
No, that was it. It was if
Okay.
it could. I think if it could
You
either
told me
be
you had
blessed.
two. Why'd you give me one?
It was 2 and 1. I think because
Oh,
I think I
alright.
rolled it into could it be blessed or could it be considered a spell casting focus. And you answered my question.
No problem. But gave me an idea. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Keep that noted down, please. Just to annoy the shit out of me with it later.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
I've been Harley. I've been sitting on this little like hearth thing for actual months.
All right. Cool. Now next is Muds.
Hmm.
What do you do for the last
I'm
4
gonna make
hours?
my way back to the Great Hall
All right.
and just find somewhere that isn't occupied. Just set up in there for a bit.
In a building
Yeah.
or just a random building? Okay. You walk around.
Um,
You walk around. Choose any building you want. Choose it. You point and be like that. My
it's
room.
going to be this building.
Oh, the first place where you guys went to investigate.
Yeah.
All right. You arrive into that building. What do you do?
Hmm. I'm going to kind of just set up now with this earth that I have and take some time, maybe about an hour, just meditate for a bit. Just thinking on everything we've done down here, out there, doesn't matter. And I would have done this before, gotten like a piece of paper, something to write with, and do something I was thinking about doing since first coming here, and write my will.
Shit. Now I have to kill your character.
But honestly, like
Hmm.
with everything that's happened down here,
Hmm.
especially seeing friends already have died and an entire group of people almost getting wiped out, I think it's time.
Wonderful. Give me an insight check.
Hmm. 18.
18. Wonderful. Now, this is sort of like an insight check to the situation at hand.
Hmm.
You, as you list through your mind the things, the horrors that you experienced, the friends you've lost but brought back, but you feel that if they go, that's it, and that thinking is goes to a dark place. But as you start thinking more about it, and then you look to heard about what happened to Clan Daldarun and how they stupidly almost lost their entire forces, probably due to pride or even to the fact that they reacted to a situation where they could no longer tolerate it and they just fell in for a trap.
We've all
Someone
been down here long enough that we know the things that can happen to the mind.
exactly. But then you think about the good that you've
Hmm.
accomplished. Temple of Anatar cleared. The things that were essentially the basement and the thousands of candlelit souls cleared. passed on with the dwarven clerics that you guys told, and were able to move them on towards a more happier afterlife. You've cleared the mushroom farms, where you have a sense of an absolute pride, making that giant pile of fucking maggots your bitch. Stopping it in its track without making sure that it doesn't do any more harm or damage to your friends. Noticing and realizing that there are two survivors of an age long past. The information and knowledge, the list goes on about the things that you guys have done, and it gives you great pride and joy. It gives you a bit of reassurance that the things that you've done here wasn't in vain, and that that you feel confident that the things down here isn't going to happen to the greater world.
That's good.
You're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Mhm.
And plus, you think that you can make a brand with that mushroom beer. Bring that up to the surface, retire, have something going on. It could
I've definitely
easily,
already had that idea.
and you start thinking, it could easily beat the Good Berry Wine Corporation that the Druids are having right now. You can
Mhm.
definitely kick their ass with the mushroom beer. It's not that bad. It's good stuff. A little bit of
Yeah.
twerking to do, be perfect. You have a
But
lot of
yeah.
hope and prospects, my friend. Now all I need you to do is not die.
Yeah. Some of the ink will run during this while writing it.
Hmm.
That is definitely for sure. Um, Once I'm done though, I'm gonna pack everything back up and put the note in my bag back at our little base setup and
Nice.
go hang out with whoever I can.
Hell yeah. I love it. Is there anybody that you wish to hang out with in particular? Even as you do drop off your bag into to the quarters that you were given to, you notice Biggs methodically preparing and re-preparing equipment, armor, over and over and over again.
I think I'm going to try and as evenly as I can go to everybody in the group.
Right on. Do you
Um,
do do you speak any wise words or calming assurance, or just saying, or just giving them a hug?
I'm acting like nothing's different.
Acting
Like
like
we're
nothing's
back on the
different.
road,
Back on the road.
going somewhere else. The next adventure.
Hell yeah. With that, I want everybody here to give me, excluding uh, Muds, a wisdom saving throw.
Harley, check your Discord when you get a chance as well.
Oh, of course.
Wisdom saving throw, huh?
Wisdom saving throws.
Are we near Chog?
Nope, you guys are all separated. This is when Muds is going around to everybody.
Ah, okay.
Got one.
That's not great for me.
I
done
fucked
Is it against Charmed or Frightened?
Nope.
Damn.
I got a 22.
13.
13.
I really wanted to take a different feat, but Warcaster is more pertinent.
It quite is. So we got a 14, an 18, a 24, a 2, a
Ugh.
22, and a 7.
Wait, was it a 2 or a 22?
I rolled a nat 1, add 1.
Poor Zuck. You guys take in. You guys. Oh, and Ludovic, you got a 7. Gotcha. Both the cousins. Ludovic, you're breaking up really bad. But anyways, I'm just gonna lower you down. Everybody take in for those that have rolled. Okay. For those that rolled above a 10, you lose 1 level of madness.
Hooray! I'm not crazy
Oh,
anymore.
I'm scared.
To those that failed, nothing happens to you. Due to Mud's calming assurance of the way that Muds thinks and how he works with the party. For those that have succeeded over a 10, your madness level goes down by 1. Just with a good reassurance that, hey, you got a badass beside you. Now, last person. Mr. Zuck. On your last 4 hours before you do your long rest. What do you do, my man?
Well, first, I have a question for you.
I may have answers.
If I make a weapon using mithril, does
Right?
the weapon get lighter?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So I could make a great axe out of mithril and use it.
That sounds like sound logic to me.
Find
Because
that
he's no longer.
Yeah, but it is sound logic. Like
Because the reason small people can't use big weapons is because it's heavy.
it's heavy.
If you
It's
take away the heavy property.
That's so
good. That's brilliant.
All right. Let me
Attaboy, Zuck.
let me level with you, my man.
Yes.
And because this is we are it comes to a point where I, Harley, the DM, start thinking of let's just break the game. Let's just fuck it. Let's fuck it right in the ass. Like
Yeah.
let's just fucking go for it. I've been giving you guys super fucking powers and random shit. Let's just make fucking awesome items. Let's fucking go. So yes, you would have that great axe will have the finesse and light property.
Yes.
Damn.
That's what we
Sick.
like to see.
Wait, you did what now? Did you say you gave it the finesse property?
And light property.
Yo!
Dude, a rogue can use it.
Sneak attack
Oh
great
no,
axe.
don't say that.
Sneak attack great axe. Oh my god.
No.
I imagine the
I
great
could
axe.
use it.
I imagine the great axe is only like the length of like a human's arm though. It's not like truly great axe size. It's like goblin great axe size.
No, I'm imagining it's like like it looks big enough to where Chog could hold it normally, but it's light enough to where Zuck is wielding it around no problem.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm picturing? You guys ever watch Seven Deadly Sins? You know, Escanor?
Oh my god.
I was literally just gonna say it's an anime weapon. Yeah.
It's an
just
anime
holding it
sword.
At the very bottom, it's like 7 feet long.
Oh my god.
So, Zuck, yes. Though, do you have 4 hours to do this? I mean, I gave you 8 hours to work on a bunch of shit at Onatar's temple.
He has a whole team of dwarves.
I can also enhance ability myself if that somehow
Yeah,
helps.
yep. This right here. This right fucking here. The DC for you to make this weapon at Anatar's temple within the 4-hour period. This is going to be a DC of 22.
P2. Okay.
Would I have seen him working as I went down with Muds?
This is separate timings.
Okay,
So
I
no.
was gonna be like, guidance?
No. I do that because I deny you.
Hey, look, it's why I ask.
Plus 10 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
That is 24.
Whoop!
And, oh.
And Harley hates his life. I mean,
Harley made poor life decisions.
yes, I did. Though I will say this though, it doesn't have any +1s or +1 modifiers to it.
Until it becomes my Galtrat.
Are you making it? Okay. Are you making a new Galsharat?
A Galtrat is literally anything. It's just literally like doing an infusion, so it's going to be an extra hour onto whatever I'm doing.
Okay, I'm gonna say that within the 4-hour span, this great axe that you can now proficiently wield with 2 hands, you can use.
Beautiful.
So go ahead and slap to your character sheet a fucking great axe, and we'll change the modifiers in order to make it work.
Oh my god, this is
Oh
amazing.
my
Light
goodness.
great axe. This is amazing.
A light
Hey,
finesse great axe.
I have to give due diligence where due diligence is done. I put a
Yeah.
fucking high ass DC of 22. He could have easily rolled a 1 and still fucked it up.
Not to
But-
mention the fact that he thought of it.
Right?
Like,
But-
he thought on that
Right?
for a long time.
Like,
But-
how has that never occurred to me in all my years of playing D&D?
It did happen. Remember the time when we went in the fucking Waterdeep campaign and Adam decided to have the fucking mithril greatsword that can hold in one hand and be a fucking anime bullshit character?
I don't think I was there for that.
Wait,
He
Because remember, I
fucking
came
did
in.
it.
I came in really late on that campaign.
He
Can I-
fucking did it. Used
Can
up
I just
all
be
the
like-
mithril, and it was a total dick about it.
Can I just be like, hey Zuck, can I borrow your axe real quick? Just use it on somebody?
If he has more time and more mithril, he can make a second one and dual wield great axes because they are finesse. If he has two
Well, they
weapon
aren't-
fighting.
They don't have the light property.
I thought he said they did have the light property. They were
He
finesse
said
and
that
light.
they are. He said that they are finesse and. Did he say light, Harley? I thought it was just that it didn't have the heavy property.
It doesn't have the heavy property, so it's
Okay.
finesse.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh.
taking the light property thing back because that is just gonna be like
That is ridiculous.
That is like.
That is true. That would turn Zuck into a true whirling dervish of just terror.
Harley will have an aneurysm. Okay, just letting you know, I will lose my shit.
I just pick up Zuck and start using him with the battle axe.
Yo, and
But yes,
imagine
Zuck.
if he had two great axes, like his reach would then become like 10 feet. Imagine, because he's using them one-handed in both hands.
No.
That would be
stop that.
stupid. That would
Stop
be
it.
stupid.
Stop
It would
it.
just if we would just
No.
have two chogs, basically.
No more. I
There's a baby chug and a big chug.
I pressed the space bar. I paused that. No. No.
Oh my god, I just realized Zuck would turn into a Beyblade.
But yeah, Zuck, during your 4 hours, you
Zuck
work.
played Let It Rip.
So let me explain what happens to you there, buddy, old pal. All the mithril that you have gonzos to make this great axe. It does become a Gelsharat, so it doesn't have the +1. It has the finesse property, so it can use either strength or dex. And you made it to the size and weight of it. Well, weight, lol, it's mithril. So that you can wield it properly for yourself. And it's your weapon. If anybody else would use it, like a big character, like such a, well, any of the medium-sized characters, it will essentially be a form of a battle axe for them. But this is special to you. Is that good? Zuck, old buddy, old pal?
Zuck.
Zuckathy.
Zuccarino.
Zuckathio.
Zuckinator.
Like a thing.
Zuckerberg.
Oh no!
What the
Zuckerberg.
yuck is wrong with this?
Yo,
Good,
yo,
Zuck?
yo.
Yuck.
Yay!
Yeah. It's really funny because I'm looking at a Goofy meme right now.
Yes!
So,
This explains why you guys kept cutting me off as I was trying to explain.
Oh.
Best part of all of this. Best part of all of this, all right? To me, this thing looks like basically fucking Pride's great axe. You already know that, all right? To everybody else, this looks like I busted off the back of one of these church pew chair legs and just hammered out a fireman axe's worth of fucking mithril and slapped it together.
It's so good.
It's like the most like hack job of an
it's
axe.
a beautiful hack job of an axe.
Good job, Zuck.
So, Zuck, this weapon is only to you. And anybody else wielding it, it will just be a battle axe.
Absolutely. I'll take the time while I'm hammering this out, in between quenches, in between any of my foraging activities, and while I'm in the midst of crafting, since I did tell all of the leaders about the properties of this church, I'm going to be watching over everybody, see if like all this crafting is it actually helping people in this church? Do they look like they're getting better?
No, it does. The spirit of crafting and making empowers the crafting needs within this temple. And as you're working on this anvil, making wonders, you notice other dwarves, other smiths doing the same thing to equipment and armor, making it stronger. And it's at this point, Zuck, I need you to roll me a D100.
Yeet.
Yeah, yeet.
Game, work with me. There you go. Game, work with me. Work with me, game. Holy fuck. I need to reload my page. I will be right back.
Alrighties.
No, you can't leave. You're not allowed.
I can't leave? Well, at least I'm
No.
not leaving voice chat. If somebody would like to roll a D100 for me, that would be fantastic.
Want me to do it?
Yes, please. Anybody other than my shitty ass Wi-Fi connection, which is taking the massive of shits. The massive of shits. You know.
Oh my god, you got the threshold.
I got the threshold? Oh fuck.
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Is he on the good side of the threshold or the bad one?
Zuck, as your crafting inspires others and they all frivolously work on their equipment and armor for the army, for themselves, everything. It goes into a form of a bit of a religious fever to a certain degree, as a lot of the dwarves do praise Anatar the most. And as you keep going with the anvil and then the next dwarf and the next dwarf and the next dwarf, this thing hasn't been prayed to for such a long time. And the power that it had is diminishing for just crafting way too damn much. And as you notice the glow of the anvil, the glow of it dies out.
Place a hand on the anvil. Turn to the statue of Anatar. Gaze at its face for a minute. Take a deep breath and steady the shakiness of my hand. What fear I had that I wasn't helping anybody, it's more or less just being a nuisance, is somewhat dissipating. Crafts have helped these people the best they can, hoping that we can more or less make it through the rest of this with as few casualties as possible.
Though, through your help of everything, the anvil's power has waned a little bit just because so many people were working on it. Um, it will take time to recharge it. It's just that now there's no more power in it. There's no more juice left. You know, it's
Absolutely.
like it's like an exhausted lover. The mind is willing and the heart is willing, but the body cannot continue.
Absolutely.
It's all out of
Uh,
love.
so lost without you, you know?
Though
Can you guys hear me?
yeah,
Oh
we
yeah.
hear you.
Yep.
Oh,
We hear just
fucking
fine.
hell. I was worried for a second because you guys normally react when I go into weird fucking songs. So I didn't know if I just said a bunch of shit and fucking
I
nobody.
re- I reacted internally.
I was like, oh fuck.
just
Oh
just know
no.
that I'm singing on the inside.
Uh,
No,
but
but
yeah.
you did a good job, Zuck. You notice that the dwarven military units and some of the other humans are here with their equipment and armor being repaired, remade, and reforged. The army now has I would say the army now has, if there was a stat for it, has a +1 to armor class and +1 to weapon and attack damage rolls and attacks.
Oh
Yo.
fuck.
You did a good thing, dude.
Zuck out here being a superhero.
And with the 94 that I rolled, it just ran out of juice.
What's
But
a 94?
yeah,
Fuck.
Wait, so what did he have to roll? He had to did he have to roll like 94 and over?
he had to roll a 90 and over to go over the threshold of the maximum to how much it's willing to give. And since he went over the threshold, it gave pretty much the army a fucking big ass boost, but now it's out of juice.
So
If it
we've
was lower, so if we're going lower, right?
uh-huh.
Goes from in between to 60 to 89, it would just given like a moderate amount.
Mhm.
Anything that is between a 30 to a 59 would have been a very low amount, and to a 1 to a 30, that would have been the danger zone of he used all the power just for himself.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh.
To the danger
And the
zone.
dwarves there would have been
Danger
very
zone!
unhappy about it.
Ooh, fuck.
Zuck out here being a true rock star.
So hell yeah, good job, dude.
Like,
Thumbs up.
so the entire army is blessed and has like crazy weapons. Like, what? This is amazing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, look at you guys being blessed and stuff.
2 questions.
You
How long?
desecrated a church.
Yeah, yeah. That's your own fault.
I've desecrated a lot of things in my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then somebody stood up against you.
You got.
And then I flipped through the bird and walked away and got drunk. I call that a win. I call that a win.
So you say.
Harley, 2 questions.
Mm,
How
I
long
have
does the
answers.
bless potion last?
As I said before, 24 hours.
24 hours, okay. And the boon to the army's weapons, is that permanent? Or is that also 24 hours?
I'll just say 24 hours. Fuck it.
Okay.
So yeah, you Gucci's. So, as you guys...
I'd come
Finish
back in
up
time
your-
to have dinner with the guys.
Oh yeah, like, don't worry, I'm bringing you guys back together
Yeah.
after everyone's doing their 4 hours of things. You guys come together back to your resting quarters. Food has been delivered to you guys, and you notice the chef, jovial smile, big round belly, gave you guys the last of the good stuff.
Yeah.
And you notice a couple of bottles of wine. You notice one bottle that came from Sire, probably the last that's from is ever going to be produced and made in Sire, because it's the last of its kind. This has been given to you guys as a gift from the Metro Hammers, from Sir Reuben Grey himself. You notice, for the help of Clan Nardathun, they gave you guys a sort of a pamphlet of, if you ever want to have aberration upgrades upon your body, just let them know. If you want to get into that weird experiment, it's just the offers on the table, right? You notice from Clan Doldorun, you notice the symbol placed above you, the door, like a horseshoe of good luck, and is a symbol and representation of the sovereign host. And last but not least, you notice Kellark left a pamphlet there as well, as a gesture. If you ever, and it says on the note from Kellark to you guys, one is towards Marta, and one is towards to the group. The one towards the group reads this: I, Kellark of Clan Martanon, greatly appreciates the help that you have given to this expedition. Accomplishing your objectives flawlessly and acting in such great professionalism that the reward given for you guys for this trip is going to be increased.
Nice.
Hog.
Thus, the party will receive 4,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
Excellent.
Oh,
Baller.
Like 4,000 as a group or 4,000 each?
4,000 as a group
Okay.
for your
I had to
services.
clarify.
We're not that big of a baller yet.
You're not in the big leagues game yet, but you're getting close. And also a paid vacation to Fairhaven.
Ooh.
and it's a transport so that you guys go to the island island resort that's attached to Undare to a place known as Stormhome.
Hmm.
Hey, we know that place, right?
Yep,
Thought so.
it's where you met the benefactor.
It's also. Oh, that's the
Oh
place
yeah,
we
the
came.
orc guy.
The orc guy. And Marta, this is up to you if you wish to read it personally to yourself.
Yeah, I'll read it to myself for the
All right,
time
cool.
being.
All right.
It'll depend on what it says, if I share it or not.
I'll just message it to you.
Sure.
It's funny because I know, yeah, we're gonna get this vacation, but we're gonna immediately get sent into Karnak.
Yeah, probably.
I
Bork,
did
bork,
not give you
bork.
vacation time.
I didn't approve this vacation request. What do you mean you're not gonna be there?
Sorry, I already bought the tickets. Bye.
Bye.
Check your DMs.
I love this so much. Okay, yeah. Is he still here with this with these letters, or did
Nope.
he kind of? That's what I thought. Okay.
He just left them there, and he did it. He walked away from it. Now he's gonna be hanging out with his mates and focus on doing that.
Didn't want to hear no.
Okay, yeah. I'll roll it up and put it with my stone dream catcher
Cool.
for the
And
time
that is for you?
the time being.
Wonderful. How does everybody feel right now?
I'm good.
I could use a bio break, and I'm
Yeah.
at a point where I just really need to go buy cigarettes because I'm about to be very stressed.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh yeah, everybody is talking about feelings and love and admiration for each other.
Man, you guys are getting
Prepare
real
to
emotional.
die.
Griffin, did you like the little hearth?
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
Yay.
And it kind of added to me what I was already planning to do with meditating and then writing my own will.
Legit, I have been thinking about that since that incident. It's the whole reason I took up trying to learn how to use Mason's tools.
Oh yeah. All right, so right now we're gonna take a 15-minute break.
Sounds
Prepare
good.
yourselves.
Alrighty.
Prepare thine buttholes!
Yeah, because I'm gonna thoroughly fuck you guys, and not in a gentle lover way.
I do
All
not
right.
consent.
I do not. So, well then, too bad.
Oh no! That's not what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Too bad is never what you want to hear.
No, especially not after that statement.
No.
Don't worry, but I know spit and lube anything can fit.
Oh my god, I'm muting Discord now, so this doesn't live on the internet forever.
It already
Alright.
is.
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
see
I
you.
was gonna say kind of already.
Not anymore. I just muted it, so it's no longer part of stream.
Not unless Shed goes back and flips it.
True. Or you know, I can just purchase it.
All right, I'll be back. All right, so back in 15. Bye. I'll be back.
And on that day, I probably went to go get milk. That was in there.
How do you remove a property from a weapon?
I don't know. Magic? That was unhelpful. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just creating magic. I'm creating a homebrew item at the moment, basically. So I'm trying to figure out where I can do that. I'm not quite sure yet. More weapon. There we go. Heavy. There we go. So it was finesse and remove the heavy weapon, right? That was it?
Yeah, finesse and remove heavy.
There we go. Stay tuned. Then let's see if I can. I have a surprising amount of adamantine. Which is fucking awesome.
Dad, you're back.
Harley, do you mind if I do rewrite one thing I do before I leave the church? You remember how I just got adamantine's mythos? I'm going to leave those on the porch. That's not Zach realizes that he could a few things. One, they weren't his to begin with. He's been very adamant about not robbing graves. Material components do not fucking count, so I do not want to hear shit about that. But tools on the other hand.
I'm all for it. We're grave robbers. It's our job. We're grave robbers.
But tools, on the other hand, they once belonged to somebody. They can always be used. Also, I'd rather, if I were to die, that they wouldn't have to loot my corpse for fucking necessary for rebuilding. It's kind of that mentality.
No problem, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can you hear me just Harvey?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Going back to the campers and
Hello.
Hello.
So Brody's computer crashed.
Harley's computer crashed?
Brody.
Oh, Brody.
Why would I know if Harley's computer crashed?
Yeah, that's why it was confusing, and that's why I fucking said something about it. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's really talk to us right now. Dude, speaking of computers, HP really needs to get on with, I don't know, updated me about my fucking order for like 2 weeks. I haven't fucking been for that. Said it's been a hot minute, and then Shed started saying something.
Well, I was gonna say they probably sent you an email with like a tracking number, but you don't have a computer to check. So.
I have a smartphone that I am literally connected to the internet to. Gmail is not that far outside my phone range.
Well, I mean, you could. I would definitely check your email. Do they send like a receipt with your tracking?
Information about your HP care package. I know they sent an email that told me it would be 2 to 3 weeks. That's why I'm not as freaked out about it. But still, it's like I haven't heard from them, so it's a little 2:30. So 2 to 3 weeks. They have another week before I have to like start fucking phoning them up and shit. So they're fine. So.
You guys like my map?
I don't know.
I will return to Discord so I can see your map.
I
Never
dislike your
mind.
map for the only reason that it's really big, which means there's gonna be a lot of shit, which means we're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Other than that, love it. Beautiful.
So pessimistic.
Now we're in Area 26, right next to mine.
would somebody mind doing the stream for me? That would be fantastic.
I've tried streaming for people in Discord and I made them dizzy.
I think Chog's gonna be on it.
My bad.
There
Yeah,
you go.
I'll restream.
So, what happened to Brody's computer? Is it just
It just crashed.
restarted?
It's been having issues since he built it. I'm going to get him I just need to figure out how many prongs it is, but a fan splitter. Because I know not all his fans are connected, which might be causing some of the problem. It keeps happening though to get it. I personally think if it's not the fans, it's the power supply.
Big moves.
Yeah.
Big moves. Once everybody gets here, I'm gonna ask the big question.
Can we get a lineup?
You have Sir Reuben Gray, fighter, battlemaster. You have Bowman, Gloomstalker, ranger. You have Zoria, druid, circle of skies. And last but not least, Sir Samuel Ear Indian, paladin of the ground.
So I have two things to input for this. One, we might need a little extra healing. Two, we definitely need another front line.
Paladin.
Yeah.
My paladin is drawing the best distance.
So he isn't. I'll just loot him when he dies.
Oh no! He died.
Killing NPCs causes the party to go chaotic.
Wait, you said we'll loot him when he dies. Wait, you said
Chog did.
Oh
It
no,
was
I didn't
Trog.
say that. No. I
It
said
was Chog.
it'll hurt less when he dies.
Oh.
Also true, honestly. Oh no, he's dead. Whatever are we gonna do? Anyways,
Oh no, there's so much peace and quiet.
how terrible.
I don't really remember this guy. I don't think
He's
I've
always-
ever interacted with him.
No, you haven't. Everybody else has, though.
He helped us clear out the pretty much already hollowed and cleared grounds of the church.
He's very annoying.
But he's a
What's
special
he
kind of
look
annoying.
like? Do we have a picture of him that I can see to see if I recognize him?
Think
Oh, gosh.
Solaire from Dark Souls, except if Solaire wouldn't shut the fuck up about how great he is.
So, just every paladin people play.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. No, it's not always like that. No. Where did I?
Says the paladin main.
I'm going a psychopath for this round.
I'm going crazy.
Oh my god, what did I do?
It's really cool looking over at Harley's stuff and seeing all the people met and things we fought.
How many new people do
How many things we've had to kill.
Yeah, I don't remember this guy.
Big old mustache. Cool ass battle axe.
your...
Super shield.
By the way, Harley, question
Mm.
for you. Because now I'm just remembering it. Was Sir Ear Deneath the one who was married to a goblin, or who was that? Who I met who-
Reuben Gray.
That was Sir Reuben Gray. Gotcha. I knew I got those. All right. Birds.
I'm dying inside.
Also, I have to join the character of him to the campaign so I can control him from there. And add that to the initiative.
The NPC. I'm joking, joking.
Are you though?
Oh,
Right?
yes, kind
Yeah.
of.
A little bit.
Mayhaps.
To be fair, when I make an NPC that fights, usually I will make a character for them, so it's easier to use.
Yeah.
What's up with the protractor in the middle of this board?
Huh? Oh, that is a protractor, isn't it? Oh, it's like a casting area. Yes.
Oh, dude, that's pretty sick.
That's not what I said. I think you know that. It's always more than time.
That's
but
next
no.
week.
It's Mighty Morphine time.
Oh my god, even with him there, it's still fucking that difficult. Yay.
Oh boy.
I don't like that yay.
That doesn't bode well.
It just not.
Question:
It still says deadly, doesn't it?
Is it gonna be just? Is it gonna be just the one person coming to join us, or to reinforce us, or do we have some chump fodder?
Everybody else is positioned elsewhere.
They're going to be fighting other
Okay.
things.
They'll be fighting at other fronts.
We're fighting the big bads.
We do have one ally though with us. Can we still, if we decide to use the horn, will we still get some kind of reinforcements?
That's who we're deciding, you know?
Ah, comprende.
You got as I believe from last time, everybody wanted Sunbro.
Bro.
Our
Sir
pally
Samuel,
friend,
you're
right?
unique.
Yeah. That'd give us extra heals for this fight.
And another front
Also, do we get our long rest finally? I forgot.
And with the enjoyment of food, drinking, and wine, you guys now have a long rest. So go ahead and
Yay.
play long rest. Sorry.
Yeet!
I can change my spells.
I already changed out my spells. I was like, I need to look and prepare.
Just a little thing. When after the long rest, whoever I'm closest to during the time we were resting, I'm just gonna lean towards them and be like, "I know magic now."
Okay. This is too important for not anyone not to know.
I know. Would my passive perception have picked up something super weird about shit?
You're sleeping, so it's
Oh.
we're gonna go so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm gonna roll a d6. Zuck is 1, Chog is 2, Debrak is 3, Ludovic is 4. So it's going from top to bottom, from what I see from my little thing here. I'm gonna roll on Sir Samuel or Denise page. I'm rolling a d6.
I get a 1.
5.
Damn it!
That is me, isn't it? Of course, it's
1, 2,
fucking
3,
me.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's Muds.
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4. Oh, I'm looking
Marta,
at. I'm looking at the models on the table.
No, it's because I have my thing going on here. So yeah, Muds, as you're sleeping and Shed turns over, he just says that.
I'm magic now.
What?
I'm magic. I'm not magic anymore.
What do you mean you have magic?
I don't know how cantrips work, but I have two of them. I'm just gonna like one of them's lightning lure, so I'm just gonna do a little like spark.
It's all through the wall.
Crackles some lightning in his fingertip. It's like, I know magic.
I like to
I know
imagine
magic.
the fur on Chog gets all staticky and sticks up in
He
all
gets all
directions.
floofy.
He gets floofy in his sleep.
Choggy turn over. Is like, hey, knock that off. Some people are trying to sleep.
Oh, are there ants? What the hell?
What the fuck? Who fucking cares? I can do magic too. It's like, lay on hands. It's like, you're not special.
Shut up! And he says it like in his sleep, so he has no recollection of it in the morning. It's just like, why, Shed? Shut up! Smite!
It's just smites Shed in his sleep.
Thundering smite.
What we don't
Push
know is that
15
Chog
feet
flails
back.
in his sleep, so when he flails, his arm hits somebody, and he accidentally casts Smite when he hits him in his sleep with his giant lanky ass arms. Fun fact: I actually hit a girl in the face once in my sleep.
Yo, same.
I've done
I
something
actually
like
do
that,
flail
yeah.
at my sleep
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah,
I did that to my ex-girlfriend.
evidently I do too.
Did that to my ex-girlfriend, and she just, instead of telling me in the moment, she told me when I woke up and we're having breakfast, and she said to me, "Is like, Harley, during this last night when we were sleeping, you rolled over and took all the blanket." And I'm like, "Okay, my bad." You then said, "Ha ha, I'm bigger than you, little girl."
That sounds
Sounds
like
alright.
you.
She fucking lost it. She fucking like smacked me on the shoulder, and for some reason, like I just fucking I jabbed her, like a boxing jab, like bam, right in her face. It wasn't like hard enough to give her a bruise, but she's just like, then you fucking punched me in the face, and I was like, yo, babe. It's like, wait, so what happened after that? It's like, you rolled over and you brought the blanket with you, put it on top of me. I was about to cry, and you then said, "It's okay, little bunny." And she was just like, and she was like, "And you said that," and I'm like, "Oh, nice."
Funny.
I was
Oh
on
fuck.
I was on my senior class trip, and so we were at Disney, and so there are 4 of us to a room, 2 to a bed. And because my sleep was always so fucked up, I would always be the last one to go to sleep. So I never had any of the bed because the one girl just hogged the entire bed. And the one night I fell asleep before, like the last night I fell asleep before everybody else, we were leaving the next morning. And when I woke up, my bedmate was gone. And I was like, yo. And I was like, morning. And they're like, yo, Nat. I'm like, yeah. They're like, yo, you straight punched her in the face in your sleep. Evidently, I, like, rolled over and, like, swung my arm and just punched her right in the grill. And that's why she wasn't there in the morning.
I was sharing a bed with some folks because we all went to Chicago for about a week,
Uh-huh.
and like we're all friends. And there was enough bed, so I was sharing a bed with somebody, and just in my sleep, I just fucking jabbed him with my elbow, and I felt so bad.
Oh my god.
The thing is, it didn't just wake him up, it woke me up, so I had to explain and say I'm sorry.
It's like, yo, yeah.
That's so funny.
How long do you think Brody will take?
Let me go check to see if he's going to come back or not.
Okay.
Well, while he's gone, I have a question.
I
Why
may
did
have
raise my
answers.
hand?
You never know.
That is not my question. How do you use cantrips? I just use them.
You just use them, and it takes an action.
Okay. So yeah, I don't have to, because like I have one spell slot with 2 spells, so I can only use one of them once.
Yep.
But I can just use the cantrip anytime I have an action.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I was not sure.
Welcome to spellcasting. You
I'm
dip
gonna
your
be
little-
Cole. Be like
dip your little-
lightning lord, lightning. Come here.
As Ludovic did spread this information, these creatures are resistant to lightning damage.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring them towards me. Hello.
Free movement, not on their turn. Also, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. The computer just keeps fucking around.
Oh, right. Now I can actually do it. We've done a long
Could he-
rest.
Could he share with you?
Honestly, he's kind of tired from the whole 4 hour, like, I guess 5 hours now of preparing. Or 4-ish hours. I don't know. I'm not good with time right now.
It's alright.
When you get a chance, Harley, check your Discord.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Because I really don't want to do this fight without him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when's this session 0 for the Pirates? Is that next Friday?
It already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is the rotation gonna start next Friday, or is it gonna?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been
I
2
could,
weeks for this fight.
if we get really one, I can, and you guys are okay with it, the people who are in the game, I can push it back 1 more week.
Yes. I don't mind it. I really just want to do this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd
Which
like
for
to.
me-
I think everybody here would be the way to go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let me
do this
go
fight.
talk to Brody, because he's also in the game, but just not in the call.
Because this is going to take everybody's big brain powers here.
And it'd probably be best for me too, just so I don't have to like be away from my computer and like on my phone for this. And I want to fully enjoy this fight.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the reason to stop it, but like I can't do it like this. It's just
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it next week then. But I will give you a list of information. Well, once everybody once Griffin convenes. Though they did tell you, the party, you guys, the dwarven people, during this downtime, you notice one of the dwarves actually speak to Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray, at the time, you guys have noticed, like, he's pretty pissed at them being left inside an engine for a couple of eons, a couple of
So-
decades.
He said he'd rather play the pirate game next week. Which I completely get. It's something fresh, something different. Because we kind of been down here for like a month, but like 3+ months in this game, like out of game.
Yeah, but this is the culmination of the whole thing.
Yeah.
This is the end.
Yeah, this is the very
Mhm.
last part.
Finish this bitch off.
I don't know. That's what he's told me. If somebody wants to try and talk to him, feel free. Just know he's kind of out of it right now.
I was discussed it another day, but I like not everyone's in the pirate game, and like it'd be nice to finish this before like
Yeah.
going to like taking one week off, 1 week on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Fridays it's gonna be 1 week on, 1 week off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you're not in the pirate game, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I am going to take the decision to because I really just want to finish this. This is like the last step. Honestly, this fight, and then the thing I have planned for you guys after this, and then
Is it another fight?
no.
No.
He might join later in the game if we do continue, but you know,
Like here.
I don't know. Like if we continue, I'm just saying. Whatever. Never mind.
We really are probably just better off doing it next week and foregoing the pirate game for another week, because we're gonna start this and it's gonna be several hours. It's not
Maybe
gonna
an
be
hour
short.
will be had.
It's not gonna be short.
Yeah, unless we get slaughtered in 45, but you know.
And yeah, and Seb, you wanted to play this when you're on your PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I'm not using data, because right now I'm too far away from the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. It's like sort of like 2 hours on my data of like voice chat and streaming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Be costly.
Yeah, that's a big price tag.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next week we're gonna finish this, start and finish this fight, and finish this part of the side campaign here,
Mhm.
and
Sounds
then you
good.
guys, and then
Depending on the time, if we can like Friday, we can maybe start like a tad earlier,
yeah, we
or
could.
like and like you guys can do the pirate game at the night just to like get it started.
Let me double check and
We'll
make
get it.
sure I don't have like a doctor's appointment that Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just spitballing, but it's like we could do this fight and like the culmination, and like you guys can do the pirate game at the end, like get a little best of both worlds, you know.
Yeah, anytime after like 2:30. I'll say 3. Anytime after 3, I should be free.
3
Also,
p.m.
are we fighting in this area specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raph,
I just wanted to check.
Next week I
hello!
do work until 8. I will do
Welcome!
everything I can
It's
to
good to see you. Thank you for the follow.
swap schedules with someone
Unfortunately,
this
you're
week.
coming in at
So
the end
I'll
of
have to
session.
see
We're getting ready to do a
if I
big
can get
fight,
an
but we want to
earlier,
make sure we have everybody. So we're ending
that.
for tonight.
How about you,
Shatoni!
Zach?
Hello!
I'm off
Hello!
on Fridays.
Glad to see you guys. It's
Yeah.
always good.
Hooray, having Fridays off.
So hopefully you'll get to pop in
Yay.
for a little bit next week. I think we start
They are
If you
around.
guys,
requested.
We might start earlier. We normally
if you
start at
guys
7,
want,
7 EST on
I
Fridays.
can also do this fight.
We might start a little bit earlier, but I'll let you
Oh
know.
shit! No, my weekend's full.
I'm so
No, I
glad
can't
you're
do it
here,
this
Wrath.
weekend.
Oh yeah, stick around after I
This
leave
weekend I
Discord, and I'll
can't either.
update on the weird
Gotta
streams
father's
that are
day
Maybe we
coming.
thing.
can put yeah, same. Maybe we can put a poll for like sometime during the week or something. If you, I feel like
Have
Friday's
something
usually
for that.
The only time I have during the week is Thursday or Friday, because I
Yep.
work Saturday through Tuesday, and Wednesdays I have my other D&D game, but I might also be picking up work on those days, on that day. So either way, I really only have like Thursday or Friday.
Would Thursday
We'll
work
have
for anyone
next-
else?
I have Thursday off next week, so I could do Thursday next week.
Thursday works for
Thursday
me.
works for me too.
Thursday actually works for me because I have Friday off.
Nice.
What a
And
happy
Birdie
turn
has
it
Friday,
is.
Thursdays off.
Okay. Is Zuck, what's Thursday for you?
Thursday I close.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Scheduling stuff is so tough.
it's all right. It's not the end of the world, guys. It's a bloody game. Because
It could be the end of our characters' worlds.
It is a bloody game of life and death.
Balance. For every natural 1, there must be a natural 20. Alright, I'm gonna this This creepy fucking music gonna shut its butt now. Because no, we can't. There we go. Okay, we stopped. That's jazz. All right. This is going to be a decision right here. Friday next week. I know that Chog is coming in. He has to try his best to get the schedule prepared. But we can do a hard confirm for majority of people being here next week Friday. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a hard confirm on Friday. Get this on the way. It's no problem for me because I have Friday all day off. I have the whole entire day off on Friday.
Oh, look at you.
So,
Just
well,
just let me know what time we want to start for Friday, so I can make sure I sleep properly. Because I have appointments earlier that day.
Exactly.
But if I can
could
get a
set
nap
up
in
a-
somewhere, that would be great.
If we want, I could set up like a time thing, which lets us all see like what time frame we're all available in.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I'll set that up then.
Sweet. Because I'm really loving your guys' characters with this, and this is going to be a big push for everybody going into this. This is going to really be testing your wits, will, and limit as people and characters.
Yep.
Because I am not throwing punches. I'm not throwing punches.
You're
I'm
gonna
not
be throwing
holding
hella
back.
punches.
I'm not holding back. Like, there's going to
The
be
monsters will be strong and also very mean.
the cruelty and their malice is like
Knows no bounds.
knows no bounds.
Oh, by the way,
That's
check out the voice text in Eberron. Terrible made a clip, and I love it.
Well, if we're calling it here, guys, I'm gonna call it. Go hang out with the crew
Hang out with
guys.
the boys.
Yeah.
Hang out with the boys. So yeah, I'm gonna call it right now. So
See you guys next week.
See you next week.
we'll
Take care, Seb.
do this next week. So there's no
Alrighty.
problems.
Then I'm off as well. I got work tomorrow morning.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, good thing you didn't
Oh,
say
wow.
up then.
Yeah, my schedule is it's so weird. I had today and yesterday off, then I have Saturday on, Sunday off, and it's like, so some days it's 8 a.m. start, some days it's like 10 or 12 a.m., which is kind of fucking annoying, but
That is wildly inconsistent.
you know, it.
Oh my
Fucking
God!
annoying, but it's how it is at the time.
Did you watch the clip, Harley?
I gotta rewatch that. Just a second.
Paradigm Bubble.
Why is daffodil a block term?
Oh my god! I can't believe you found that.
What? What? I'm so confused. Daffodil?
Alright, you guys take care. I'll see you next Friday.
Cheers.
Bye, frog.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It gives
Chris.
me time to prepare a fun and
So
cool fight.
confused.
Oh, hey Doc,
Yeah.
welcome. So, did you watch Futurama at all?
Yeah.
So, do you remember the episode where they're sending Bender in and he's gonna be a bomb,
Yeah.
and they give him a trigger word?
Daffodil.
Yeah, and it ends up being, they're like, wait, it can't be any of these words, you're gonna say them too long. And they're gonna be like, we gotta use a word you won't use. And he's like, what is it, daffodil? And he blows up.
That's so good.
Like, so
Fucking God.
years ago, I said daffodil as a banned word. And
God
no one,
damn it.
it's never come up. It's never come up ever. Until you were like, wait, daffodil is a banned word? And I'm like, well, okay.
God damn it.
Blew up now.
Boom.
The big fight. I have to sign in.
So just put in a name, whatever name you want,
All right.
and then put a password in if you want you need to be able to change your time
No problem.
at any point.
What? So confused.
I'm just gonna say that it's set for like EST,
Right.
just to make it easy on everybody.
Does anybody live in California?
I do.
No? I didn't know that. Cool.
California.
All right, guys. I will catch you next week. I'm gonna update stream on the tomfoolery that's gonna happen because
All right, so
I hit community goals, so I'm gonna suffer.
Harley's availability, unavailable to available, green and pink.
Pretty much click and drag.
It's all green for me.
That's what mine is too.
Okay.
And then if you hover over on the other side, it will say how many people are available for that time period.
Dead.
Okay.
Password optional. All caps. Your mama 1.
You're-
Fucking Chris. Oh my god. All right,
And
guys.
we're just
I will catch you later.
green, baby.
All right, guys. That is D&D. Thank you for hanging out. It's always a fun time. Wrath,
We can
welcome.
still hear you.
Damn it. Thank you. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Bye, cat.
Bye, chat.
Well, that was embarrassing. Anyway, Wrath, thank you for coming in. Sorry I was at the end. Will, good to see you, even if it was brief. Probably gonna play some WoW for a little while. Don't think I'll stream it. I think I'll send people over to... We're gonna raid Wolfie, I think. Because Gina's down today. So, we're gonna put in for Red Wolfie. As for the community updates, so... Terrible and Xeno... I finally got my cheer point set up, and I set the goal to 5,000 because I was like, that's a good high number. I underestimated how many points that Xeno and Terrible have been accumulating, and they just, put the bits in put in the cheers right away, and immediately hit that goal. So I learned a valuable lesson. Don't underestimate the community. So that unlocked Spicy Rogue Legacy. So I got some Spicy Bean Boozled beans. I am going to make a roulette wheel. And, oh god. Well, that's good to know, Doc. When I go set my new goal, I have to figure out what happens at that new goal. Oh god. But so it's gonna be Spicy Bean Boozled beans. Jesus, Terrible! Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let me focus. I should probably take my medication, too. I forgot to do that. So, Spicy Bean Boozled beans. I'm gonna make a roulette wheel, and it's going to have chances to land on any one of the 5 beans, and there will be little savior spins where I can have, like, milk, ice cream, or chocolate, or something. I can have water whenever I want. But, like, the true, like, quenchers of spice, I have to spin on the wheel. And so you got a 6-figure number here? There's no way. Impossible. Impossible. But so as I play Rogue Legacy 2, I'm either going to do every 5 or every 10 deaths. I'm not sure. It depends, because I can die really often, or I can go for a really long time. And so every certain number of deaths, I will spin the bean wheel and suffer the consequences. So that's Spicy Beans, and what we just hit today, because of Xeno and Terrible, is Chocolate Doom. So I'm going to get the spicy chocolate that Gina has over yonder, and play a game called Daylight. So it is a horror game. The map is randomly generated. You're trying to find your way through a hospital. I haven't played it in years, but I loved it, and it's nice. It's gonna scare me a bit, and then I'm gonna be eating chocolate, spicy chocolate, while I play. So I'm gonna die. You're terrible, Shatoni. Bad Shatoni. Blame my internet. Oh god. That's right, because no, that I had to blame the cat, because cat stepped on my reset button, and so my computer shut down and updated, and that reset stream for frickin' terrible. So I'm gonna do the bean roulette, and then chocolate doom will probably be 2 or 3 weeks after that, so I can have thine butthole can can kind of recover, and my tum tum. Oh, that my cat did it? Yep, of course it's my cat. It wasn't even my internet. It was my goddamn cat. So those are the 2 community things that have been unlocked. I think the next goal I'm gonna set is gonna be above like 20k. I'm not sure. I have to decide where I'm gonna fall on that spectrum. Terrible has given me a clue on where he sits. So yeah. But I'll throw up I'll probably maybe throw out an announcement or a notification or something when I decide to do the bean roulette. So that way y'all can come listen to me suffer. I might set up a little like bean cam with my milk and my ice cream and all that stuff, and so you can see me actually like picking a bean and going, okay, I'm gonna eat this fucking bean. Because, and the reason we're doing spicy stuff is because I don't handle spicy things well. So the challenge may not last too long, because I may tap out and be a big old bitch about it. We'll see. So that's what's coming up in the semi-near future, within the next couple weeks. But thank you again for hanging out. I always appreciate it. Terrible, thank you. Zeno, screw you with your cheer points. Also, you kind of terrible for your cheer points. I got screwed on one end because cat. Wrath, thank you for the follow. I'm so glad to see you here. Shatoni, Doc, thank you for coming in. We're in for a hell of a time next week. It was a lot of preparing for death today. Hello, Shatoni, hello. So I'm nervous for next week. I'm glad! Yay! I'm glad you guys enjoy yourselves. I enjoy you guys so much. And you guys make this a lot. D&D is fun on its own. D&D with you guys is a great time. Oh, guys. I love you guys too. I'm glad you love it here. But that's the sappy shit. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you enjoy it. Let's go raid Wolfie. Let's go. Let's do this. Little doop boop 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 boop. How do I? Oh, 2Ds. Helps if it would help if I could spell. All right, it looks like they are playing Devour, from the looks of it, which I love. I've liked what I've seen of it. So go show them love. I'm gonna have to get like some messages set up so we can start doing little raid messages. But thank you for hanging out today. I really enjoy you guys. This was fun. This was heavy. And I'm not ready. My butthole is not ready. So, have a good night, y'all. Toodles.